Hey, welcome, folks, to OddsJam TV with Randall, Bob, Mike, and Steve. We're all here to make your sports betting entertaining. And we're going to talk about sports, and these guys are going to give me a lot of crap. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company, oddsjam.com. And we're going to start off with a Super Bowl or Stupid Bowl, whatever you want to call it, review. So you guys can, lambast me with all the cronky talk. They won it, it was rigged. That's all I got to say. I'm leaving.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I mean,
all right, go ahead. I can take it. Come on, let's go. Come on, Randall. What do you got? Come on.
I'm not feeling well today, so you lucked out, Bob. Don't have much to say other than Rams winning, Bengals covering, perfect scenario. Just like I said, you get to suffer through watching the Rams celebrate.
I didn't watch. Okay, let's get something straight. Didn't watch. Never saw Kroenke get the trophy. Never saw McVay get anything. Didn't see anything. Didn't see Stafford knock the girl down. Didn't see none of that. You know what I did? I went and watched 1883 on Paramount Plus.
Were you watching the Olympics? How'd your betting go in the Olympics?
Oh, really good the other night. After I took the USA plus 2.5 after the first period, and I lost 3-2. So I covered, baby.
Let's get back to the Super Bowl, Bob.
All right. Well, what do you got, Mike? What are you wanting to say?
Look, I have had to hear for the last 3-4 years all the hate that you want to give the Rams. You want to dog them. They're never good enough. There's always a reason they win. It's rigged, this and that. I mean, let's just face it, Bob. The Rams were destined to win that Super Bowl in their home stadium, in the city that they just moved to, that Stan Kroenke took them to the promised land that you never thought they would see. I had to hear about how the LA Rams history was garbage and never did anything and have never won except for I'm talking, Bob. Have never won except in St. Louis, and this is St. Louis's Super Bowl, and they're the only team that ever won the Super Bowl was in St. Louis, and this and that and this and that. I've had to hear it nonstop. Now, here's all I ask, Bob.
Yeah, whatever.
Here's all I ask. I do not want to hear any more negativity and excuses from here on out.
Are you kidding me? You're talking about the Kroenkes.
No, and had Odell Beckham not gotten hurt, there is no doubt he was on his way to be the Super Bowl MVP. Another guy that you despise and you can't stand. What's happening, Bob, is karma has came back around and bit you from behind.
Well, karma's a bitch. I'm just going to tell you that. All right, Steve, real quick here, dude. Was that Super Bowl rigged or what? Come on, tell me the truth.
I heard people say that. I mean, I think if anything, the only egregious call that I saw was the one where they missed it for the Bengals, that blatant PI, the face mask. I didn't really understand why people were bitching about the refs. What did I miss?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. The holding call, was, that was pretty blatant. The hit out of bounds in the first possession that Mike said, oh, come on, they're not going to throw a flag for that. Well, they didn't. You're right. But if it would have been in a regular game and it wasn't the Kroenkes involved, they would have thrown that flag immediately. Guaranteed.
We're literally one possession into the football game, and this man is sitting here complaining about how it's rigged.
That's right. That's right.
Come on. I mean, there was no hit out of bounds. I mean, come on, man.
All right. Hey, Mike, if you want to host the show, you come over here. Otherwise, let me take over. How's that? Get off my butt. All right. Kroenkes win. Let's just put it this way. Their parade sucked. They don't know how to do a parade in L.A. for football. They can do it for basketball. They can do it for hockey. Can't do it for the NFL. St. Louis wins out on that.
I got one more thing, Bob, to point out. Everybody wanted to talk about the Bengals and how they have a promising future. Let me tell you something. Patrick Mahomes is not going anywhere. Josh Allen is not going anywhere. Lamar Jackson is going to be coming back healthy. He's not going anywhere. Justin Herbert's not going anywhere. I am not sure that Cincinnati is guaranteed to be in the Super Bowl every couple of years, like a lot of people think. I think it's going to be too much of a dogfight for them.
Okay. Well, thank you for that input. All right. Let's move on to the NBA since it's All-Star weekend and we just had the trade deadline and we had a ton of different trades out there. Guys, Steve, I'm going to go to you first on this trade of Harden to the Sixers and Simmons to the Nets and the lopsidedness of this with Seth Curry and Drummond and draft picks going to Brooklyn. What the heck? Why are these guys so in love with James Harden?
Well, I mean, it was just a matter of swapping two players who weren't happy. Two disgruntled players is really what it came down to. It's a change of scenery. I think the Nets won the trade, to be honest. I mean, getting rid of Harden and getting Curry and Simmons. I mean, I'm no Simmons fan. He's like a glorified Draymond Green, but it's good for both teams. But I don't think it's going to matter this year. Like the Nets, they're not going to be able to get chemistry, and neither are the Sixers in a month before the playoffs.
Right.
So, I think long term it'll be a good trade for the Nets. For the Sixers, I mean, I think Harden's like Westbrook almost. Like he's really dropped off. I mean, he's not a top 5 player anymore. He might be a top 20 player when he's playing at his best. But I think, give me the Heat in the East. Give me the Bulls. I think Nets and Sixers, no chance.
Okay. All right. Randall, question for you. What in the heck has happened in Indianapolis, man? I mean, here now Sabonis is gone. What are they doing? Are they just tanking it right now and they're in rebuild mode? When they had a guy like Sabonis, who's a pretty darn good player, what in the heck are they thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a total rebuild at this point. You let Sabonis go. I just saw yesterday they're releasing Tristan Thompson as well, which wasn't really high on them getting him, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, definitely seems like they're blowing it up, and we'll see what happens. This Indy team has fallen way off from the years with Paul George and Hibbert and David West and Granger. It's been a long time, it feels like.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. Mike, anything out there surprising you in the trades? I know we had talked about a couple of guys the other day on the radio show. Anything jump out at you as far as Porzingis goes to Washington? I understand. That kind of makes sense. The Holiday trade from the Wizards to the Suns. The Suns being a top-notch team, does that really help them?
Yeah, I think it does. The one that stood out to me that I think was a good one was New Orleans picking up C.J. McCollum. Look, I think that's a three-point shooter that you can space the floor with, and I think that helps them for their future. Now, obviously Zion is going to have to remain healthy and be a big part of that. So that looks a lot better when he's at 100%. But that one really, I think, was a good move for New Orleans. I really think that helped them for their future. And also, we touched on Sabonis. I mean, for Sacramento, doesn't that become a little bit of an interesting place now? Next year, when you look at that team and you're a free agent, doesn't that look like a little more promising of a place to go play now and potentially be a winner? I really think that that's going to help them for the future. And as far as Harden and the Brooklyn trade, guys, I think Brooklyn wins that trade, no doubt. They get a guy that can rebound, that can play defense, and Ben Simmons. That's what they need. And I'm just not a James Harden guy, man. I mean, my question is he going to lose weight? Is he going to all of a sudden be healthy when he claims he's, hurt? I mean, the guy is just a complete distraction, I think.
Are you saying that James Harden is a fat? Really?
No, I'm not saying that. I am not one to talk on that end per se, but I am saying that for a guy who at one time was looked at to be one of the better offensive players we've seen in this game, he all of a sudden looks like a guy who spends more time like me eating Twinkies and jelly donuts. So I'm just not sure what has happened to James Harden. And I think there's a reason the guy's been traded how many times? I mean, he's yet to find a home.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the All-Star game, guys. And, there's not a lot of places to go bet this thing, but we do have some things such as tonight we have the Rising Stars tournament. Of course, we got the celebrity game. Randall, I couldn't find a bet on the celebrity game anywhere, but I did find the Rising Stars. And I'm really not sure how this is working. This must be a tournament between three teams. We got Team Isaiah plus 180, Team Worthy, or Team Peyton. There's four teams. Team Peyton at plus 220, and then Team Worthy and Team Barry at plus 350. Anybody got a feel on this? Anybody want to put any money down? If I'm betting anybody, I'm betting Worthy because he's
these guys playing like. Who's on the roster? I mean, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
It's all rookies and second-year guys. It's all young guys. Yeah.
Okay.
This is trash. If you bet this, bet freaking, like girls' second grade basketball, right? Like this is a joke to bet. I mean, I love betting on the skills competition, but this is ridiculous. I mean,
hey, you're talking to a guy who bet Olympic water polo, okay? So.
Even that's better than this garbage.
Is there a bet?
This is essentially like another All-Star game, right? It's going to be like that. We're just going to see nothing but. I mean, you could go see pickup games at the park that'll be more competitive than this crap. I mean, my goodness.
All right,
let's move on this.
No block, first team to 75 points. There's going to be probably zero defense. I mean, and it's all like young guys. Like it's nonsense in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody's entitled to opinion. There's no two ways about it. I understand completely. So
Ben Simmons will be playing in it.
That's tonight. That's tonight. So tomorrow we've got the Taco Bell Skills Challenge, the Mountain Dew 3-point contest, and the AT&T Slam Dunk. Obviously, the premier event. The Skills Challenge. After watching the NHL Skills Challenge and the NFL Skills Challenge, I don't know how anybody can even compare to what the NHL does. It's just the NHL is phenomenal in that regard, and I'm a hockey guy. I understand that. But in this Skills Challenge, we have teams. We have Team Rooks, which I'm guessing that's the rookies, Team Cavs, and Team Giannis.
The Antetokounmpos.
Yeah. Go ahead. You could say that.
No, you say it. You were doing a very fine job.
Giannis is plus 320. The Cavs are plus 200. And Team Rooks are minus 125. Anybody want to lay down a few bucks on this?
More garbage.
Okay.
No, I'll pass. But, hey, I'm going Team Cavs, I guess, just for the heck of it.
All right.
I'm betting this. I'm betting this, and I love Team Cavs. It's the
Yes.
team.
Good.
We're all on Team Cavs because that's where I'm going to. Randall, you're shut out. You're not allowed to bet that.
It's rigged for the Cavs, Bob. They're at home.
Right. You're darn right.
Hey, you know what I would have loved to see, Bob? A Team Cronkies. That would have been even better.
Okay. All right. Don't quit your day job, all right? So after that, we've got the 3-point contest, and we can go through that and look at the odds on this. Randall, let's just do it. We've got Kennard, and I'm looking at DraftKings, and I'm looking at FanDuel right now. DraftKings looks to have the higher odds. Kennard at plus 425. Van Fleet at plus 500. Mills at 500. Levine, has he got a shot? Because I'm thinking about betting him.
I like Mills and Bain. Bain's plus 650 on DraftKings or on FanDuel.
Randall, I have won this bet the past 4 years in a row.
DraftKings.
Yeah, Randall, I killed the 3-point contest. Randall, I won the past 4 years in a row, only picking one guy or two guys. And yeah, I didn't even talk to Randall about it, but yeah, I love Patty Mills, and I got to bet my guy Bain just because I'm a Grizz
Okay,
guy.
all right, Mike. Any feelings on that?
Well, I'm disappointed that we don't get Steph Curry. That really bums me out, but hey, it is what it is. If I were to have to pick somebody, I'm liking the sleepers too, because when you don't have Steph Curry, it's wide open, obviously. So I'm looking at Van Fleet and I'm looking at Patty Mills.
Which one are you picking? Give me a pick. Can you do that?
I'll go Van Fleet.
Okay. Steve, give me a pick.
Mills.
Randall, you're going Bain?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got that.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with Levine. I know I'm gonna lose, but it's okay. You know, I did really good. 3 out of 7 in the NHL All-Star Weekend, so I'm gonna press my luck.
Cash 10-1 too.
Yeah, that's a video game, or that's a game show from years ago. Okay, let's go to the slam dunk contest. I have, I'm really not sure what to even think. There's only 4 competitors in this, right, guys?
Yep.
I don't have odds for this. For some reason, PA never gives you the odds. Like, PA's trash when it comes to some of this stuff.
Okay,
the favorite always wins.
As I look at this, it looks like, so on the low end, Jalen Green is plus 155 in FanDuel and plus 200 in DraftKings. On the high end, Anderson is plus 500 in DraftKings and plus 340, or I'm sorry, in FanDuel and plus 340 in DraftKings. Obviously, Green is the favorite. I've got to say I'm going to go with Green. What do you guys think?
I'm going with Anderson. Plus 500.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Good. All right. Steve?
I'm not betting that. I can't bet it, actually, unless I bet it offshore.
You could make a pick.
Yeah. I'll take the favorite. The favorite always wins. I'll take Green.
Okay. All right. You're going Green. Mike?
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards Jalen Green as well, man.
Okay. All right. I'm with that 100%. So you could get on the books and look. There are some props out there that might change as we go along here, and the odds are probably going to change too. I'm going to tell you, it is kind of fun to be able to bet it and root for a guy. Heck, I was all over Jordan Kyrou, and I won that fastest skater competition, and that was awesome, dude. I mean, so enjoy doing that. All right. Our final thing we're going to do today is we're going to pick a 4-leg college basketball parlay right here before your eyes, folks. Right here before your eyes, all on the money line, minus 200 or better. And obviously, we can go to OddsJam, and I get to start first, which means I'm taking Mike and Steve's pick of Princeton at minus 134 on Twin Spires. Mike, who would you like to pick?
I'm going against the Missouri Tigers here, man. Garbage team. You're looking at a team who has actually played teams like Arkansas and Kentucky tough, and Mississippi State. Missouri has gotten blown out and smoked by those teams. So
there's only one problem with that, Mike. That's minus 625, dude.
He's just going to lay the 11.
Yeah, I'm laying the 11 on that for sure.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. You're going against my rules here, but that's okay. All right, so you're going.
Well, you're tying.
You kind of made these rules up. Like I guess I didn't get the memo on that.
Speaking of which, our Super Bowl parlay went 3 for 4. I'm not going to say who cost us. Wasn't my pick.
Wasn't my pick either. Mike, you want to dish it out. You want to dish it out, son. You got to be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? You cost me $5,000.
I know. Look.
Oh, goodness.
They should have thrown Jefferson the ball more, man. I don't know.
That's what it was.
It was rigged. You're right. I agree with you now, Bob. It was rigged.
Steve, who you got in this college basketball parlay?
Give me Richmond money line.
Okay.
That's plus.
And,
That's a little bit.
and Randall, finally to you.
What are the rules? Are we going points or money line?
Evidently, we can go either one now. Mike changed the rules halfway through. No pressure. We're live, you know.
Yeah.
No pressure.
I mean, this slate is horrible.
It's terrible.
I know it is. That's even better.
Well, I'm just going to change the rules then because we're already at 6-1. So I'm just going to do St. John's on the money line, 8-1. They're minus 345, but it doesn't matter, right?
No, it has to be under 200.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't. All right.
Okay. All right.
No rules, Bob.
Okay. Just to hell.
8-1.
To hell with rules. You could see that by the Super Bowl. To hell with the rules.
Yeah,
all right.
One play in.
All right. So there you got it, folks. We're gonna post that on Twitter, and we're gonna post it on TikTok and Instagram. Princeton and Mississippi State plus 11. Is that right?
Yeah, if we were getting Mississippi State plus 11, that'd be awesome.
Minus 11, sorry. Richmond on the money line and St. John's on the money line. Let's do that. Let's go bet it, folks. We're going to be back next week for OddsJam TV. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the links below in the video. You can comment. Also, we love it when people comment, negative or positive, preferably positive. And this will be a regular thing. We'll see you next Friday on OddsJam TV. We'll see you later. Peace out.